I need a fucking headband, man. What up, people? Welcome back to the Nut Crate. I hope you had a great start to the day and a great start to the week, that is also. Furthermore, as you can see, it was time for one of these again. Got a little bit of house cleaning I want to get out of the way. So that was a little bit of a mindfuck. Thank you very much for all those people that tuned into my little Storm Collectibles information video. Seems I got a good hunch there. People were tuning in. I didn't have any comments on that, but apparently it was informative. And so I will continue to do that. And next episode I'm gonna show you or make of is gonna be Fan's hobby. Some people know that. I know it sounds kind of ooh, he's in contact with, but you can write Fan's hobby and they get back at you, and we are now in contact. And they also said at first I invited them to my little crate hangouts. You know, I think a special would have been cool, but the thing is they try to keep it a little more low key. So but they said I could send them some questions in written form, and so I did, and that I will use in my little 101 for Fan's hobby. So if you have any questions for Fan's hobby, put them in the comments down below. Next up for Storm Collectibles, I may have found out that they are in cahoots, or they are Enter Bay. So Rivals of Hot Toys. I just saw the last episode of Last Dance yesterday. Also, a little bit of a tip, a little bit of an advice. Recommend, because this is what this whole series started around. You know, 5Min1stLooks. I checked something out the first time I wanted to tell you about it. I saw Netflix The Last Dance, Michael Jordan and 90s Bulls documentary. Beautiful, just simply beautiful. Highly recommend. And now I'm on the hunt and I want a 1/6 Jordan. And I went on the Enter Bay website and it says Storm Collectibles there. And I don't think it's a distributor. So Enter Bay is Storm Collectibles. Cool to know. Next up, we had a few good reviews last week. Like after Storm Collectibles, on Thursday I had the second part of my Unique Toys Stellar Warrior series. You guys seem to want to check it out, so we continue on Thursday with Caligos Onslaught. He's cool, but there are some weird choices in terms of... This tends to come undone. We will talk about that in the review. Some weird choices articulation wise, but overall I think from all the not all the Unique Toys, all the Onslaughts around there, I think this is the best. The truck is just cool, the bot is cool, the Bruticus is very, very cool. But yeah, this is coming Thursday. Everything else, then on my channel. Then it seems to be movie reviews, seems to be something that needs to, I don't know, needs to get a footing. Car Out of Space came on Sunday. And a few people tuned in. I need to make sure to make this more often. It's a, you know, it's a love of mine. I watch a lot of movies, and this edition was amazing. So if you're a movie lover and you didn't see that I reviewed him, you can find it up there. But I had a grail. Those people that follow me on Facebook, on Instagram, know that I have finally gotten my Storm Collectibles Scorpion. This has been a long time coming, and I already did that in the Facebook group, you know, but I want to make a special shout out again to Jacob Ward from the UK. He had this up in the Facebook group Storm Hunters UK, and I hit him up and he said, yeah, I could do Germany, let's figure it out, and we did. He was not as cheap as Sub-Zero, meaning 100, but 190. And when you check eBay and for how much this guy actually goes now, which is upwards of 500 sometimes, I think that was quite a steal. And you will see this soon on my channel. Did also a little bit of an extra accessories, pulled down the hood. There was quite an undertaking, but I think it was worth it. And I think this look works really well. Last for the packages, this is a huge one I got. And I got it from a good friend Carl Rigo, aka Glassafaction, on Instagram and Facebook. And I'm not gonna show you what's in here. What's in here, you will see around July 18th. This is when Dan of Sentinel Bay Reviews fame is doing his little Sentinel Summerfest. Only a short one, only a small one, few people, few brews, a little bit of barbecue. That's when I'm gonna present this and I'm gonna make a few photos. Maybe we want to have the video running, you know, but otherwise this is very special and dear to my heart. So in video form again, thank you dude, it arrived safely. Can't wait to show the guys. So for today's topic, the thumbnail gave it away. Yes, again KOs. This is a ongoing topic that will seemingly never go away, and I want to get it as shortly out, in a way short of a manner as possible. I had a little bit of a friendly discussion, friendly mind you, really, with my buddy Supersport on Instagram. He was posting a picture of his two new pickups, Bumblebee and Hound, and he was like, yeah, I'm all original now, and I'm like, yeah, maybe KO and stuff like this, and I don't know exact wording, but we went down the KO route, you know? So he asked me why I'm contra KO, and I said because it's theft, because they are taking something that's not theirs and it's theft. And he's like, yeah, but third party is also theft. And this is where we divided. He has a firm belief that third party is the same kind of theft KO/counterfeit companies are doing, which is not true in my opinion, and I want to tell you why. This is not the Fast and the Furious.
Ask any racer, any real racer. It don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning.
Meaning, of course, Hasbro Takara copyrighted their term Transformers, Autobots, Decepticons, Optimus Prime, Starscream, and all of that sort. You know? But they didn't copyright the look. Somewhere deep in their archives there's a sheet of copyrights and it doesn't have the look. Hence why these are official and these aren't, and they are allowed to exist. Because this is without a shadow of a doubt Galvatron, Cyclonus and Scourge. But Fans Toys called him Sovereign, and X-Transport called them Andras and Eligos. Because they aren't allowed to use Transformers, Decepticons and the fitting names. If they would have taken the looks, then it would be copyright infringement, but it's not. And this is a cheap way, and I know this is a gray area, but they've only taken the looks of the characters, stylized them just a small bit, you know, bits and pieces here and there, but they didn't copyright the look. They don't have the sheets in their archive really saying this is copyrighted material. This look right here, Galvatron, crown and the 4-pack at the stomach and the chest and everything, this is copyrighted. You are not allowed to do that. But they didn't. And hence why we got DX9 Tyrant, and hence why we got Fans Toys Sovereign. And hence also why we got all these other third-party things with the aerial bots from Fans Toys and the aerial bots from Zeta and all that stuff. You know that. Those people that are in Transformers know that. The difference is then KO/counterfeit. Those guys, and this is where my problem come in, take the engineering of Hasbro, Takara, and also in some cases third-party companies, and rip them off. They take something, they mold it off completely, put it in a new packaging with way thinner cardboard, call it Takara Tomy, Transformers, Cybertron Commander, Optimus Prime, Convoy, whatever, and sell it as their own. And that is the case. And this is why it's KO. And that is not cool, because they take the engineering of a team that took years of engineering this toy. They made the parts, they poured it, they prototyped it, it didn't work, they revised it, new drawings, because this shit get drawn. This shits get drawing. And those drawings need to be approved, and when it doesn't fit, it needs to be revised. And then the cycle starts anew, because this one part, because of change tolerances, maybe doesn't work again with the others. So other assemblies need to be revised. That is just the way it works. And this is what the KO companies don't do. Maybe in some small instances, you know, they take an assembly, they say, okay, those screws they use weren't good, we take other screws, but that is stuff from the Home Depot, you know? But that's about it. Otherwise, they just took this figure that is already existing from a team that engineered this for years, and they ripped it off. Third-party companies don't. Third-party companies, yes, they rip off the look of the figure, but they build the whole construct, the whole engineering, they build around this look on their own. They engineer a full figure on their own. They could use something else, of course, they could come up with another character. But they engineer it on their own and give it a different name. And this is what works. In theory, only the theory, this is copyright infringement, yes, because we know this character, we know it's officially Hasbro Takara, but the thing is, they don't name it that way. And this is where the big difference comes in. Hasbro Takara, Galvatron, the look, the name. Only the name is copyrighted. The look is fair game. KO, whole figure, including name and look and everything. And this is where it splits. This is where it splits down the middle. It's just the way it is. This is very easy math. This is very easy math, at least in my head. In theory, I'm with him, you know? In theory, it is still ripping off, yes. But copyright infringement is a logical law term. And in my maybe naive head, copyright infringement says we take Voltron, you don't see him now, we take Voltron and we do a full new engineering and we take the full look, we don't have the license, but we still call him Voltron. They put the hammer down, and that is why this Voltron is then blasted with copyright infringement. But Fans Toy Sovereign, we take the look, we engineer it on our own, and we are Fans Toys, but we don't call it Galvatron, we call him Sovereign. It's also not a Decepticon, he's nothing. It's just Sovereign. They don't get anything. This is how easy it works. And third party is a necessary evil to keep the mark fluid and to keep the mark blooming. I think that's just the way it is. I hope this wasn't too long. Anyway, I hope you have a great rest of the week. Like I said, Thursday Onslaught, Unique Toys Caligos, and otherwise, like, subscribe, follow, everything down below. Hit notifications in case you want to miss anything. You don't want to miss anything. Sorry. So yeah, stay good, stay healthy. Bye-bye.